Hi, darlings. So let's get ready together. This is the first time I've been able to do this because my cheeks have been really broken out, and we're just getting to the point now where they are no longer like gross. So what happened was, do you remember that like the last Get Ready With Me I used that Catrice? My whole face broke out. It was not a good time. But we're mostly cleared up now, I think, so we're gonna get ready. I want to use my Bad Witch palette because I have not used this in a long time and I'm considering decluttering it. So some of the shades are starting to dry out. Now, GiveMeGlow has really dry mattes anyway, but some of these are starting to like crack, which I don't know if you can really see it, but there's a nice big crack running right through the middle of that. So I want to play with it and think about whether or not I want to get rid of it. So I don't know what kind of look I want to do with it. Kind of want to play with the purples, but this one, I've used this one the most, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll play with that. But hi, darlings, how are you? We've just been hanging out over here, trying to honestly not do anything. It's been kind of nice, honestly. Okay, what color am I gonna do? I kind of want to do this one. So GiveMeGlow, like their mattes are a little bit powdery. And I don't know, I'm on the fence. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever even peeled the plastic on this mirror. Hold on. Ready? Listen. This is for you. Here's a little palette porn for you. There you go. I don't know if that was satisfying, but it's almost always satisfying for me. So, got that going on. We're just kind of hanging out here. We're in that lull period in between holidays, you know, and I haven't been filming as much because I'm trying to get my thoughts in order. I have a lot of things that I want to do, but some things that I really need to do, you know, like my declutters. So I'm starting with the declutters. I'm going to be brutal with the lip stuff because I feel like I was brutal last year too. But I'm going to be brutal with the lip stuff and not as brutal with the other stuff because, well, I was brutal with the face stuff. Foundation and all that. So I did film my foundation and concealer declutter. So I put that up. No, I don't know. See, it's just it's kind of patchy. See, I don't remember it being this bad. I also don't remember this palette being like the best thing ever. So I don't know about anybody else, but like when it gets rainy or like overcast, I feel like really motivated to take care of things inside. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm kind of feeling like I need to just completely take things apart and reorganize. So I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to go through today. I'm going to film my lip liner declutter and my lipstick declutter. I might just do one really big one and do all of the lip products together because I have a ton of liners that I don't use. I use like the same 4 liners over and over again. Yeah, I don't love how that applied. I don't remember this palette like being amazing, like I said, amazing, but I don't remember it being this patchy. This is Patch the House. Like that first layer looks like it goes on well, but look, my brush is like loaded up and it's still like, I don't know. I know a lot of people really, really love this palette. For a while, I am like, I don't know if I could really count myself in that group, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's all that in a bag of potato chips, you know? Like this was a wise potato chip when really you wanted a Frito-Lay, you know? Just saying. Okay, let's see. Is that going to go on okay? Yeah. Again, it's patchy. I don't love that. It looks pretty, like the color looks reflective on camera, but I think, see, look, it's so patchy. I don't know if you can see it. I'm so sorry. It is really overcast today and I film in front of a window and You can't really, the lighting is not my favorite. Yeah, okay, this is definitely gonna get decluttered. I'm struggling so much just to get what I want from that. And it's still not what I want. Okay, let me take a clean brush. Let me see if I can just diffuse that on the edges and we'll move on. Because I'm not really going anywhere today. I was going to, and then I thought to myself, Liz, you don't have to go anywhere. And we're just going with that. Okay, I think I want to go into this one. Let's keep it kind of light and fun today. I don't get to play with, let me rephrase, I don't make time to experiment with my palettes that much. So, you know, sometimes it's just fun to play. Honestly, like these two colors on the eyes, they're not that different. Oh my gosh, hello Fallout. But hi darlings, how is your day going? Are you all geared up for Black Friday shopping? I was considering creating a highlight tab on Instagram and then put like, okay, so this time of year, the majority of the brands, they put their Black Friday sales and everything, they put them on their Instagram and like a post. So if you like, if that would be easier for you, I can create a highlight reel with the Black Friday sales on my Instagram. So if you see this, if that's something that you would like, just, you know, comment a yes or a no down below. You don't have to like take a lot of time or anything if you don't want to, but just if that's something that would be helpful for you. I know that there's so many indie brands out there. There's so many good indie brands out there. And there's a lot of information that cycles through. I was actually kind of thinking about creating a tertiary, because I have a private Instagram for like my family only. And then I have my makeup one, but I was thinking about creating a tertiary one for indie makeup news, because for Pass or Smash, I have to keep tabs on it anyway. So if I'm getting that that information, I could just be posting it to a separate Instagram page and just have it all in line. Kind of like a trend mood, but for indie makeup. And I know there's a few others out there, but the major ones that I've seen are not consistent about posting. Like they don't post all the things, they just do like once in a while. So if that's something that you would like me to do you think that would be useful? Like, do you think that would be, I don't know. I don't want to start new projects, but I want to be consistent. And with Pass or Smash, because I'm going through every week and I'm finding these new releases and I'm looking at them and I'm, you know, seeing them from the brands. And I just think that having everything in one place as I see it would even help me. I don't know. Would that be worth it? I don't know. Just kind of pondering, because I don't have a lot of, you know, enough new projects as it is, you know. That was sarcasm. I totally do. I always make projects. Honestly, I like this color. The other color, though, makes me angry. Look how, like, just, like, it's pretty, but it's messy and stubborn. What kind of shimmer should we do? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I want to use any of these. I don't want to use any of those. Let's play. Let's play with these. Like, I have this one by Kaima Cosmetics. I think would actually be really pretty. Or like this one. Let's see. What else do I have? Hold on. Let me grab my Kaima Cosmetics. Let me grab my shimmers out. Oh, give me shimmers. So I have this caboodle box. And I have it pretty organized. And I have like my sparkles on the bottom, but up top I have my loose pigment. So let's see what we have in here. So I've got this one called Utopia from Kaima, and it's got like kind of a green shift to it. I have this one called Byron Bay by Lenny, and I haven't used this in a long time. This is really pretty, like rose gold. Let's see. Zinnia by MBA Cosmetics is really gorgeous. That is a strong contender. And then I have this one by Cosmic Brushes called Mint to Be. This might be a good mix, like a good one. I've never used this. Let's see what else. What else we got in here? Anything? Oh, I do. Come here. All right. Oh no, this one's not going to be a good fit. I don't think it might be. Okay, let's do that. Let's do the MBA. Let's do Zinnia. I'm gonna put on. It's fun. I never use my like single pigments, but they're so fun. Okay. Hi. I know I'm just like popping up everywhere today, but we're just not going for quality today. We're just not getting quality today. I'm sorry. It's just kind of one of those things like I've been out of sorts this week. I am out of sorts. And you know, like, this is going to be TMI, but you know how sometimes you just like, females especially, like you just wake up and you're just kind of like, I feel bloated and uncomfortable today. And that's how I'm feeling. I had to turn off my AC because it's so loud. It gets so loud. Okay, let's see. Let's put this on. This is a Kaima eye primer base, but yeah, so your girl is not in top form today. Like, you know, it's going to be an uncomfortable day clothing-wise when you put on a shirt that's supposed to be baggy, but because you washed it, it's not as baggy as it normally is, so it's not the right amount of baggy. Listen, your girl over here is chunky. It is what it is, you know? But today I'm just feeling chunky. Okay, let that dry down for a second. We're gonna go into Zinnia by MBA Cosmetics. This one has like a purple, pink, green shift. I don't know what they call this, but it's real pretty. I normally wet the brush before going in, so we're gonna try it without wetting the brush first, and then we're gonna see what happens, but okay, I think that's wet enough. Oh yes, that's real pretty. This is more of an iridescent one. I don't know if this brush is the right brush for this. I am gonna wet, this is not the right brush for this. Let me grab something a little bit less dense is the word I'm looking for. Okay, or maybe more dense, but less, different shape. And I am gonna wet it. Just because it's a loose pigment. So, there we go. It's a pretty color though. It reminds me a lot of Opal from the Cosmic Brushes Serenity palette. Which I think I talked myself out of getting the Wonderland palette. But the more I look at it, the more I want it, you know? I don't know. There's some really beautiful looks coming out of that right now. Is this shade what I want? It's a little bit too transparent for what I want opaqueness. You know, like opaque wise. Let's see. Even with the base, my skin is really peeking through. Am I gonna redo this eye? I think I am gonna redo this eye, and we're gonna change our life choices. So I redid that eye. Didn't love any of it. Instead, we're gonna put on a Devinah shimmer because I wasn't getting the opaqueness that I wanted from this, and my Devinah shimmers are right next to me. So I still have the primer on this eye, and it's still tacky. So also, good job to that Kaima primer, because it stayed tacky a lot longer than I thought it has. I've never let it set that long before. I am impressed. Okay, I have my Devinah shimmers here. Let's do that because I'm not that iridescent, like topper. It's not opaque enough to fully cover and hide the skin of my lid. So I want something else, and then I think we're gonna use that on the inner corner. So I'm eyeballing these shades here. And low-key, I think that this might be perfect. And I think that's Palaemon, isn't it? Let's see. Is it Palaemon? No, it's called Frozen Waves. So that one's Frozen Waves. Is this one Palaemon? I don't know. Let's see. Let's look. Yeah, this one's Palaemon. Right there. Okay. It's very sparkly. We're going to put that on because I'm not getting what I want out of that. So if I can't get what I want out of the mattes, at least I can get what I want out of the shimmers, right? Right. So I have a lot of things in my head that I would like to be doing. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to feasibly do. I have a whole list of things that I want to film, and oh, that looks really pretty with that. Good life choices made by Liz. Sorry, I'm just going to randomly break into song. It's like a slogan from like a 90s feel-good movie, you know? But that is what I want. I would rather have these, just like this kind of, I wonder if I have these other colors somewhere else in my collection. I bet if I looked around, I bet I do, in like a better formula. I don't think that this GiveMeGlow palette is like the end-all be-all. No. All right, Palaemon on the lids is making my heart sing. Okay. Is there a lighter shade? I think what's missing for me from this GiveMeGlow Bad Witch, I feel like I've been like talking for 10 minutes and just rambling. I'm sorry. But that's the order of the day. We're not doing anything quickly today. I'm just going to drink our coffee and try not to create too much havoc with our saltiness. Okay, so very pretty. Not the mattes. The mattes are patchy as hell. These are so patchy. This palette's definitely getting decluttered. So you can expect to see this on my yearly declutter coming up here soon. I think before I add anything to the lower waterline, I just want to put some color corrector on. I'm not going to put any face makeup on today because I really am trying not to, I'm really trying not to spread whatever that is. I've been very cautious. So I'm just putting the color corrector on my finger. But I've been very cautious because, you know, you never know. When stuff sits around, you kind of don't know what it will be or what it'll do and where it'll spread and if it'll spread and all that. So I'd rather just not take a chance, you know. This is an e.l.f. That's the one I have been using, this peach. But it seems to blend in okay. It's because I have a lot of redness on my cheeks naturally, and it just kind of, the purple of my under eye kind of cuts it out a little bit, and yeah, there we go. See, it's not too bad. It's not like the brightest thing, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be, you know? It's a color corrector. But I'm not going to put regular face makeup on. Not even concealer, I don't think. Am I? No, not even concealer. Okay, so I want to put something in my inner corner. Should we go do a matte inner corner? Let's look. I have Surge next to me too. And Surge has this really pretty like lilac kind of color there called Beckon. And then let's see what's in the GiveMeGlow Bad Witch. Isn't it funny? Like I've already dismissed this palette as in you can go. I wonder if that one's light enough. That might be light enough for the inner corner. Let's try it. So this one's called Don't Make Me Get My Broom. Listen, I feel like this palette, the Bad Witch palette, kind of came out at a time when there really wasn't any other witchy stuff. And so I saw it and I was like, yes, I'm so excited for witchy stuff. And then I don't remember it being as bad as it is now. I wonder if it started to change because of age. So as like palettes age, sometimes the formulas will start to dry out too much or the pigment won't apply the same way. I don't feel like that's quite light enough, but I think we can add this on the lower waterline. I think that would be fine. So let's do that. We already added it here though, so we're just gonna go over here and let's just sweep it under. but the eye looks really pretty. God, that shimmer is so, Palaemon is such a pretty shade. It really is. It's from, I think it's from Mystic Cove. I think that's from the group. I do have a lot of things on my Devinah wish list, and they're doing like half off of a lot of stuff. They're doing like, I think it's $3 mattes. I know. And they're restocking like a bunch of colors. Like I want to try their navy. I want to try their blues because I don't think I have any Devinah matte blues. Honestly, I want like a whole bunch of the Devinah mattes, but I also want the rest of the like the Chromosphere collection. Whatever collection had Chromosphere in it. I really want to try the other ones because I really enjoy like that formula. So, wow, okay. That's not great. I'm sitting here looking at it. It's just not going on evenly. This palette's definitely getting decluttered. Purples can be tricky, but this day and age, purples aren't that bad anymore, you know? Like, do better. Okay. See, it's skipping. Oh, just it's garbage. Let's grab a white, and we'll just lighten up that inner corner with the white, and we'll move on with our day. Because listen, I'm not doing that much today. I'm going to do this in a lip, so spoiler. But thanks for hanging out with me while I get my makeups done. All right, here we go. It's really interesting. So I'm seeing some really large creators starting to review indie makeup. And on one hand, I'm like excited for the brands. Like, yo, yeah, you're getting attention from some really large creators, and that's amazing. But it also kind of feels like because things are so stagnant on the traditional side of makeup, and I mean traditional as in like mainstream, that it kind of almost feels like a little bit of a violation. Like, oh, you're bored, so you're coming to see what the indie community is up to. And I know that's kind of a gatekeeping mentality, but I don't know. I just kind of have that attitude towards it right now. Like, I'm happy for the brands, but at the same time, I'm a little annoyed that, you know, bigger names are, I'm feeling salty. That's just on me. Please pay me no mind. All right, let me get this brush, and I'm going to go back into Zinnia. We're going to try this again, but I think I'm going to put it on my lower line there. Okay. Much better. Okay, yeah, I just didn't think that it was enough. It wasn't opaque enough. I'm sure I could have built it up, but I just didn't want to put that amount of work in, you know? It's a lot. And then I still would have second guessed it all day. Okay, well, that's pretty. Really messy for the result, honestly. But what I normally do with this shade is I normally put it over like a basic kind of shimmer on my lid and then just tap a little bit of it over, and it's really pretty. But okay, so let's do lips. So because I have such a bold eye, I like to do more of a neutral lip. So I'm taking this Real Her one because I've really been enjoying this color. It's kind of like a natural cafe kind of color. It's like a brownie. It's like my lips, but a little bit browner. And I just got it done. I guess I could have decided what lipstick I wanted to wear beforehand so it made sense, you know, but I don't care. I'm going to put like a lip oil on probably. I just gave myself a clown lip. I always feel like a clown when I overline. Unless it's like very strategically done, I feel like a clown. Nothing against anybody else who loves it. It's just on me because I'm not used to seeing it. I'm like, oh. Send in the clown. Fun fact about clowns. Did you know that every clown, every professional clown, their face makeup is like their identity. And it is, I don't know if it's trademarkable, but it is protected by either copyright or trademark laws. So those really famous clowns, they have the rights to that clown makeup, and I thought that was really interesting. Okay, let's put a lip oil on. Proportionally at this angle. Here, let's adjust the camera. What it was I was messing. Oh, I'm just gonna mess with it on camera. Fuck it. There it is. So I bumped it and then I knocked it over and then I was messing with it. And I'm like, wow, none of this is working out. Okay, actually, this one's just right here, so I'm gonna put this on. This is the Beauty Bay Plumping Lip Gloss. It's a little burny, but it's not bad. And it's cute. Uh-oh. Little man is awake. He has not been asleep for long, my darlings. Okay. I think I'm going to put liner and mascara on, and then I'll be right back. And then I'll just show you the completed look, and then we'll be done. Okay, bye. What do we think? I think the eye look, the mattes, these mattes are not great. But the Palaemon just saved that bitch. That's real pretty. Now I have to figure out how I can photograph that. So I want to put this one on my IG. Oh, I didn't put any black in my tight line. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, that's it, my loves. We're just kind of hanging out today. We're just kind of rambling. And I love your faces. Let me know what you think about either of the ideas that I talked about, like the IG or the highlight reel. Let me know. Because I'm very seriously considering it. It wouldn't take that much time, I think. Because I follow these brands already and I kind of have a running list. So let me know. I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one. I have a lot of things planned, but this kind of, the facey bump thing, kind of put a damper on that. So I have a running list. This was one of them. I am going to be filming my palette declutter coming up soon. Like I said, I've been going through and using a bunch of palettes that I haven't been messing with lately, and trying to get my thoughts on them before I decide to get rid of them. But well, you know, one palette that's gonna go away. Honestly, I like the idea. Okay, this is a sidebar. So I like the idea of doing build your own palettes, but I don't do a lot of single shades. So it would be me kind of like collecting palettes and putting things together and swatching. But I think I might try to recreate this using better quality, like similar. I like these type tones for it. And I like these type tones for it. But we'll see. I don't know. I kind of want to do a build your palette. Maybe I'll make one out of Devinah singles. I was just trying to think of what I have. And then I do want to do, I was looking at tutorials the other day of how to like basically rip your Beauty Bay palettes apart. So you can customize them. So I'm thinking about doing that and just customizing the palettes. And maybe I'll just put it in a Z palette and just be done and kind of not stress the whole taking and putting apart. Because here's the thing. When there are shade names, like when there's shade names in the palette, I feel like I have to keep the shade with the name. Does that make sense? Like that's just part of like my mental organization, moving the shades around in a palette and then having the name not match up. For some reason, the name like matters. So like, I hate being able to go, I'm just going to go into this blue purple one. And I think it's because I create content. I like to be able to say exactly what it is. So short of actually like putting on a label maker or a piece of tape and then adjusting the names, I could not rearrange a palette and then not have it match the names. I don't know. I can't do it. Anyway, I love your faces. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you on the next one. Sorry if this was all over the place, but, and if you know, for engagement purposes, it's so funny because like YouTube is one of those things where it's like, you know, well, yes, you made content but I'm not going to show your followers your content. And you're like, okay. But I am going to show like 1,000 other people your content that may not like or may not subscribe or may not even want to see it. But like, we're going to push you that way. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But if you're one of my people, hi, thank you. And if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. And we just kind of hang out. I'm Liz. I'm a makeup enthusiast. We just kind of chill and play with makeup. And sometimes I feel very serious about it. And sometimes I don't give a fuck. And today's I don't give a fuck day. So anyway, thanks for being here and for your time. I appreciate you. Bye.